Severe weather season has started. Some strong storms brought hail and heavy rain around Denver Monday evening. Catching up on some of the big headlines of the day. That hail didn't do much damage. It was small, did cover some roads and yards and lawns and such. The hail looked like snow in some places. Bigger stuff out in Lyman, about an inch across there.
Meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen was out on the Eastern Plains today and captured some pretty incredible video of clouds. He was on Highway 24 near Lyman, captured some flashes of lightning as well. It's just the start of a busy weather week in Colorado.
The hail has been amazing out there as well, over 1 inch in diameter, and still tracking some storms that have the potential to turn severe during the overnight hours. The sky was magnificent today in Longmont, and rain actually hitting the ground this afternoon and much of the evening. The cloud formations very nice. A lot of thunder, lightning, and wind, and we continue to see these fast-moving storms track east into an area where now a dense fog advisory replaces the severe thunderstorm watch. The storms will start to kind of lay down and die down overnight. Storm Prediction Center has the area near Wichita in the bullseye for overnight, and then tomorrow Oklahoma and Texas, tornadoes and hail are likely. We have a period of rain coming up for about 2 days here with some colder air coming in on Thursday, and that's when we may wake up to a rain-snow mix on Thursday. So showers and thunder overnight, fog tomorrow morning, another round of showers tomorrow and Wednesday, and then temperatures drop into the 30s Wednesday night. So Thursday morning, maybe a rain-snow mix. Tonight, mostly cloudy with evening storms and that fog coming in for the morning drive. Temperatures overnight in the mid-40s. We don't have a lot of sun tomorrow. We get a lot of cloud cover and a lot of rain coming back in the afternoon with a little thunder and lightning. A period of weather that will continue for about 72 hours as we see some of that colder air mix in on Thursday morning. Before we get a break on Friday, we break out of it at the end of the week. Timed well for the upcoming weekend, and for Mother's Day, we're back to sunshine and 70s. And you know, we talk about this not being unusual this time of year to see snow this late in the season, but we also talk about waiting to turn those sprinklers on until Mother's Day, which is just a few days away. The average date of the last freeze is May 5th, and while we pass that, we're going to come awfully close to freezing on Thursday morning. We'll be tracking the storms and have the latest for you on the overnight storms and the chance for rain tomorrow. Kim and Kyle on the networks of 9 News.
There's a family whose lives have been turned completely upside down because of something as senseless as this.
Aurora's police chief made a plea to parents after someone shot and killed a teenager Monday evening. This happened across the street from Independence Elementary School at Pheasant Run Parkway and South Memphis Street. Police say witnesses were giving the teenager CPR when they got there, and that boy later died at the hospital. Police are still searching for a suspect. Aurora's police chief Nick Metz put out a plea to parents to keep an eye on their kids and to know what they're doing at all times. An American who had recently graduated from college in Colorado died during a plane's emergency landing in Moscow. 41 people were killed. One of them was Jeremy Brooks. He was a New Mexico native who graduated from Colorado College in Colorado Springs. His boss said he had just arrived in Russia to start a job as a fishing guide. Investigators say the plane had left Moscow when pilots issued a distress call. Upon landing, the fire ensued and half the people on board died.
The LaSalle police officer who shot and killed an off-duty Adams County deputy will not face any charges. It's been nearly 4 months since Jesse Jensen was killed. We're finally learning what led up to his death in that case. Back on January 16th, police and deputies were chasing a Jeep Patriot in Weld County. Jensen was off-duty at the time. He was in his own Toyota 4Runner and joined the chase. A grand jury report says that Officer Caroline Persichetti didn't realize Jensen was an off-duty deputy. She told investigators she thought he was chasing the Jeep. When the chase ended, Persichetti walked to Jensen's car. She says she got out and he ignored her commands to get on the ground and walked aggressively towards her. That's when she couldn't see what was in his hand and fired. A grand jury chose not to indict her and said she acted in self-defense. Jensen died at the hospital 2 days later. An autopsy found he had alcohol in his system. Jensen was a Marine Corps and Army National Guard veteran. The search continues also for 2 teenagers who escaped Lookout Mountain Youth Services Center in Jefferson County. Both are sex offenders, and police say they have gang ties.
And police are looking for those 2 young men, 19-year-old Javier Madera, 17-year-old Emilio Dominguez. Police say they were roommates, that they busted out the window of their room and used bed sheets to climb to the ground. They flipped a dumpster and used more sheets to get over the fence. Police say if you happen to see them, please call 911.
And a reminder not to leave your soccer goal net up. This bobcat was just trying to play goalie. Not really, just don't leave it up because he got tangled up and stuck in the Golden Hills neighborhood in Colorado Springs. CPW says wildlife can get injured when they're trying to escape a net like this. This one was okay, was able to get out on. And congrats, big congrats to Fresca Food and Wine in Boulder. The restaurant won a James Beard Award for outstanding service tonight. The James Beard Awards are like the Oscars, but they're for food, which is great.
So we like them too.
For food.
Yeah, we're fans of
They're a
those
big
as
deal.
well.
Those are kind of the big headlines of the day. Don't forget, tomorrow is Election Day in Denver.
Have until 7 p.m. to turn in your ballot. Do not mail it. Turn it in person or go vote in person. Full voter guide at 9news.com.